Hi everybody. It has come to the end of Survival Seeds 2024, and I'll take you over there to show you how my plants are doing. I still have pepperoncinis, tomatoes, the kidney beans, the red kidney beans, and the lemon balm. The beets, I cooked them. They grew really well. I cooked them and gave them to the chickens, and they loved them. The butternut squash, I got 3 good sized butternut squashes out of 2 plants that I put in a pot. So as far as they're concerned, I would either put them in the ground, and I saved some seeds from those butternut squashes. But next year, I will put them in the ground or put just one plant in there in a bigger pot and put them in a swimming pool like I've done these, which you'll see here in a minute. But the chickens love the butternut squash. So I'm going to have seeds. The Walla Walla onions are the only thing that didn't do well for me. They wouldn't grow at all. So I could try buying some Walla Walla onions. I moved everything from the back, which is the south side of the house, because it was just taking too much water because they're in pots. So I moved everything to the front here, and I did get 2 Walla Walla onions to come up. So that was interesting, because this dirt right here in the front is very rocky, very have little rocks, little pebbles in it. So, but they're doing great there. They're growing. It's probably a little late, but they like the cooler weather too. So we'll see what they do. I'll just leave them in there. But the one that did the best for me is the pepperoncinis. The pepperoncinis are exploding. I have 17 peppers on the one plant, and the other plant have little ones growing. So it's producing pepperoncinis, and I'd like to pickle them and try them. I'm not going to give those to the chickens. I want to pickle them and try them for myself. I'm on carnivore, so I don't eat vegetables. But the pickling, I think I'll do, and try the pepperoncinis. To put on top, just a little something to put on top of my meat and my eggs. So, and the Rama tomatoes, romaine tomatoes, they were suffering greatly, and they did better when I moved them to the front here, and you will see that. And I put all 4 of them in a little swimming pool, and I keep those, I keep filling that up. I keep it with water in the bottom of it, so they just took off. They were suffering greatly. And I think it's too hot on the south side of the house. But over here, they get some sun but it's the evening sun. So I think that's what's made the difference on these. So I will grow them in the front next year. Right here, I will turn this into a garden, and I'll show you for flowers, and everything in the front here is just doing really well. Even though they only get they don't even get 6 hours of sun, depending, where you have them. But the pepperoncinis did the best. So let's go ahead and move on over here, and I will show you my Survival Seeds 2024 plants. So here we go. I'll set you up here. Put on my Okay. So I wanted to come over here and stand here and show you how tall the pepperoncinis have gotten. They're huge. They're just tall. And this one over here that's hanging off the side has 17 pepperoncinis on it. These have little tiny ones growing in blossoms. Here's the ramen tomatoes. This is my biggest one, and it's doing good, but I have another big green one over here and over here. So they have just taken off, but it's because I brought them to the front and I put them in the swimming pool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this, if I can. Oh, I can't. I'm going to have to empty that out. My wrist is very weak. I can't do very much with it. So let's bring you up here and show you. This is the bush that has the 17 pepperoncinis on it. Look at that one. Look at all those pepperoncinis in there. Look at these 4 right here. 5. There's one in there. There's one right there. There's several here. It's doing great. And then the other one has a little tiny one, 2 tiny ones coming up here. And another one there in flower blossoms. Oh, and one over here. One over here. Aren't those beautiful? They just took off like crazy. Especially this one right here. This one just did. It's doing so well. And here's the tomatoes. These took a while to take off and even grow tomatoes, but I hung in there with them. And they did. They finally grew tomatoes. This one's the biggest one. There's one down, a couple of them down here. There's a funky-tated one right there. But they are doing great. So I will have seeds to plant next year for them. Oh, here's the other big green one. See it? Oh, and here's a pepperoncini right there. So when I brought them from the back to here, they get a little bit of sun from this side over here, and then they get sun from this side. But they get a lot of shade, so they started doing great when I did that. And I put them in that swimming pool, and I keep that filled with water, and they're doing great. So then we'll go down here where I have the kidney beans, the red kidney beans. I'm letting them dry out so I can have seeds. Now I would just plant one in each pot. I put 3. But you see right there, I have all kinds of seeds right here. All kinds of pods. Big pods here. I would plant only one plant per pot. And then I would do the same thing and put them in a swimming pool. But all my plants are doing really well on the front. see that marigold right there. And the clover's just taking off. And that's where the Walla Walla onions, I put 2 in there just for the heck of it to see how they would do. And look at it. One here and one little one there. At least they grew out here. So the front is going to be my choice of the mums. And the lemon balm. The lemon balm is just exploding. Doing really well. But see, all my plants are doing really well out here in the front, north side of the house. So, sit back down here. So, I had fun doing this collaboration. I wish I hadn't had to go back to work, but I did. And it was hard to swing both things, and it was so hot this summer. And we barely got any rain. So it was a difficult summer this year for me. Anyway, I was raised in Arizona, and I am not one for the heat anymore. Do not want to go back to the heat. It doesn't get as hot here, but it does get hot. So I want to thank Bushcraft Family, Charles, praying for your son, Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, and the Vinyard Chicks. Thank you, girls, for starting this collaboration, and thank you for sending me the seeds, and we will see how they do next year. I'll be able to overwinter the pepperoncinis, I hope I'll be able to overwinter the pepperoncinis in the greenhouse, and that'll keep them alive, and we'll see how they do next year. The one bush has 17 pepperoncinis on it, so we'll see how it goes. And I love you. Bless you. Hugs and blessings to you, and I will see you later. Bye.